welcome to Bigger's Barbecue, where I teach you how to barbecue on a budget.
I feel your presence on my skin. I feel you spreading out within. This time you got a hold on me, 'cause now I look at you differently.
We're gonna do three things today. I'm gonna probably show you how to clean a chicken quarter, and then I'm gonna show you how to make a brine and a complimentary barbecue sauce to go with it. First thing we're gonna do is clean the chicken. First thing we do, folks, is clean this chicken, is we wanna get all the extra fat off it. Fat means flavor, but not in chicken. I wouldn't mind a little bit fat on my barbecue steak, my porterhouse, but I wouldn't want no fat on my chicken. So we're gonna remove this. And this is how we do it. And don't get in the habit of cutting towards you, cut away. Now what we're gonna do is flip it over. The bigger the chicken, the more fat you got. The second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna deal with this flab that's up underneath there. It covers the rooty on the tootie, if you know what I mean. All right, we got rid of that. Next thing we're gonna do is pull some of the skin back, and we're gonna get rid of some of this excess fat by scraping it away from the body so you don't cut yourself or anybody around you. Don't be afraid to use the tip of your knife to get up underneath that skin like that. You're not ripping it, you're just getting the fat out. It's not gonna look pretty, but it'll look prettier after you done washed it off up underneath the water. The more you get out, the better your chicken will heal to the brine and stay juicy. Next thing we wanna do is we wanna take off the tootie, that's the tail. I don't know about you, but I don't like eating ass, but that's just me. So let's take the tail off. Now we're gonna flip her back over. And all this dark meat that you see here, this reddish meat, that's really not meat. That is what your chicken ate last. Some people call it fertilizer. We call it poop. So you wanna scrape all that out of there, because nobody wants to eat chicken poop. I heard it make you sick. You don't want to get sick, you don't want to make your guests sick. One of the most important things, if you want a crispy bite on your chicken, then you must scrape the skin. Scrape it away from you. Scrape that skin down. Don't be afraid, you're not gonna hurt it. That skin been through a lot out there in the barnyard. Don't forget the leg, flip it around. Get the leg. Sometimes you might have a feather down there by the gristle, you can get that. Okay, flip back the skin a little bit. Get that. Okay, flip it halfway back. Get that out of there. Now your final step is give her a bath, get up underneath that skin. You don't want nothing. Make sure you get back in there where the rooty tootie was. You did all that hard work. Now you want it to pay off. We want to share a little bit of the brine with you. This is what we have going over here in this pot here. This is our brine. It consists of 1 full gallon of apple cider, 1 orange that been segmented in 4 pieces, 8 whole cloves of garlic, and a half a cup of iodine salt. You bring it to a boil and then you let it cool. Make sure your salt is dissolved into the syrup. There's nothing left. So while that's cooling down, folks, we're gonna move over here to my favorite part now, which is making homemade barbecue sauces. We're gonna make a barbecue sauce that's outstanding and sounds delicious just by itself. So I'm gonna show you how to make my famous root beer barbecue sauce. You can use any type of root beer sauce that you want. You can use Hires, you can use A&W, any type of root beer that you like. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna start your root beer off with 2 cups of root beer. There's 1, and there's 2. Once you learn how to make this root beer sauce, you're gonna be hooked on it. Turn your stove to a medium. You're gonna want approximately 1 cup of ketchup. I've been making this so long that I can eyeball it. And you want 1 full cup of packed brown sugar. Remember, if you use dark brown sugar, it will change the color of your sauce. If you use light brown sugar, it won't affect it that much. Now, to me, personally, the main ingredient and most importantly is ginger. This is ginger paste. So you want to put about a tablespoon of ginger in there. And now what we want to do is just bring this to a boil. You want to constantly stir it. You don't want it to burn. You will know if you burn. So we're going to let all these flavors come together. And then towards the end, we will see if we will need to thicken it or not. If we need to thicken it, we'll use either cornstarch or corn syrup. Meanwhile, that's coming to a boil, and we're allowing our brine to cool down. I want to show you, this is what the brine look like after it's done. It's been boiled, and now that it's cooled down, you can put your finger in it so you know it's not going to cook your chicken. So you take your whole brine and you pour it into a 5-gallon bucket. The bucket is half full of chicken quarters. I don't know if you can get a good look, but that's what it looks like. Okay, so let's go. Pour it slow so you don't splash. I don't know if you can smell that, but that's nothing but deliciousness. Now what you want to do is add 1 gallon of cold water. And that's what we have right here. This is 1 gallon of cold water. Now we want to add at least a whole bag or a half a bag of ice to our brine. There you go. There you go. Now, from this point, your brine is essentially done. What you want to do is just cap it. And in this condition, your brine should be good for at least 2 days. Just like this. So, cap it. Mix it up a little bit. And that's 1 bucket of clean chicken quarters that been brined. You're all set. Now, let me show you what I got over here. So when you cook your chicken on your smoker or your grill or your pellet grill, whatever you're gonna use, that barbecue sauce, that root beer famous barbecue sauce, has reduced. And not only has it reduced itself, at least by 1/3, it's cool. So it's cool enough to go into your container. But let's get a taste on here first. See, that's the consistency of that. That's how you want it. Let's get a taste. Oh, that would make any kid smile. I tell you, that's good. Boy, is that good. I taste the ginger, the brown sugar, the root beer. That's real good stuff. So let's go over here to the sink, because I make a mess. And we'll just pour it in our container here. Now this sauce will last you at least 3 weeks. And believe it or not, the more you hold on to it, the better that it'll get. Now me, when I barbecue my chicken, I very rarely like to put cold sauce on hot chicken. So I would take a little bit of it and I would warm it up before I put it on my chicken. Well, we're gonna cap this right here. Till the next time I see you, I hope and God bless you. Have a great day. And thank you for barbecuing on a budget with Bigger.